commanded by the Lord of creation for reminding humankind of its origin. And Islam is the protocol for children of Adam alayhi salam to be able, after being excluded from paradise, Jannah, to return. Allah Azza wa Jal remind us when He say, "Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un." And when He say, "Kullu shay'in haliku illa wajhahu," that from Him we are coming, to Him we shall return. And everything shall perish except the face of your Lord. We were visiting a graveyard a few days ago, going as the tradition is for Muslim to go and pay to visit to our deceased. And you are seeing so many graves. And from the time you came before to this time, so many new graves. And you are seeing graves for old ones, born 80 years ago. And you are seeing also graves for little ones. You are seeing names that you never heard before, coming from all parts of the world, or origin, but are Muslims. And you are seeing, you recognize so many traditions. So there is no distinction. Everyone will go through that process. The question is what we are going to do in between the arrival and the departure, knowing that Allah Azza wa Jal reminded us. When we say last time, الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. We have created death and life to challenge you, to see which one of you is going to be doing the best. Come on. So Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam was challenged with death into this world, the first one, after he was tricked by Shaitan, Sa'id billah. He was excluded, and Allah Azza wa Jal made him to be limited, mortal, weak, that he needs to strive for his sustenance, and he's getting old, and he's getting sick, and he's getting weaker and weaker. Because he didn't value properly what was given to him. And we are not also giving a proper value. Naqshbandiyat al-Aliyah is a path in which the servant has to be on a quest of meaning, quest of understanding. This is an extreme challenge for humankind to be on the quest of meaning when his own self ourselves have a scenario well established with all the answers. Orana Sheikh Nazil Kadasalaw Sirru, he was saying, Shaitan cheated humankind and made them to be running after all useless things and spending so much time, so much effort running after useless things. And he made Shaitan, Saidu Billah, human to be curious about everything. You look for scientific news every day, they want to know everything. You look for medical news, so much research. You look for ethnological or anthropological or historical or so much research. You look for this science and this astronomy and this dinosaur, so much research. And you continue. Human is by nature curious about so many things except his Lord, except his own reality. Because his Lord is about his own reality. They gave us the story of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam that was not yet a believer, but he was curious and he was on the quest. And after seeing a shining star, he said, might be this is guiding me. Then, after seeing the moon, he said, no, this one is more important. Maybe that is my Lord. Then, when the sun rises, the moon became so fade and so insignificant, irrelevant. He said, might be the sun. But then, wherever he was holding to will go, because when the night comes, the sun goes. Say, my Lord cannot go. Oh, that magnificent tree. Then the wind took the tree. And that story is about quest of looking after his Lord, looking after his own self. So the fundamental questions, why I have been created. Allah Azza wa Jal answered it for us when he said, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا يَعْبُدُونَ. I didn't create you, O jinn and human, except for worshipping me. This is a theoretical statement. But in reality, what deeply in our heart we are believing, what are we asking ourselves? O Fulan, what is the purpose of your creation? What have you been created for? Are you fulfilling the aim of your Lord? Are you fulfilling the purpose of your creation? Are you fulfilling the requirement of your Lord? Are you fulfilling the order of your Lord? Are you fulfilling the condition to go back to Jannah? Majority of us, we are humankind today, we are busy with so many Malayan. So Allah Azza wa Jal made a specific scenario for humankind. But we are busy, so much busy with materiality. Aurana Sheikh used to say, someone asked me a few days ago saying, we are feeling a bit dry. We are feeling a little bit disconnected. We are feeling that this life is draining us. How can we find a refreshment? I say refreshment is we have been given what you said, wazifa. What is wazifa? Duties. They call it duty. Someone was quoting a story about Maulana Sheikh Nazim. He found him sitting, and he was saying, I am finishing the wazifa given by my Sheikh, Sheikh Abdullah. And it was late. The day went by, he didn't finish. He was sitting finishing, not missing a day. I say we were given safety anchors. Are we using it? Are we using it? We were giving safety anchors. For Muslim, what are the safety anchors? Quels sont les ancrages du salut pour les musulmans? Salat. It can start with salat. Prophet ﷺ said, "Baina iman wal kufur salat." This is the borderline between light and darkness, between faith and disbelief. So a believer, if he is not paying attention to his prayer and making sure that he is fulfilling the prayers to refresh himself, to bath himself into divine oceans, to bath himself into heavenly realities at every prayer, it is like that. Then how is going to complain, my affairs are not doing good? Then, for Muslim, also is coming now. Ramadan is about another anchor that is important. That anchor is about a strong discipline. A strong discipline on the self by twisting the self, by changing all the comfort of the self, and by making a strong discipline within that give a superiority to the heart, to the mind over our physicality and everything it implies. And it continues. Then will come on your anchor, Sharia, and what it implies as your obligation and your forbidden. But when it comes to the spiritual quest, what are the anchors? And spiritual quest today is not something we are going to call a luxury. Before, spiritual quest was for those that are in quest, in need for something different and more, because the common ground was safe. Today, Maulana Sheikh is saying spiritual quest is a matter of survival, because there is a terrible drought of Iman. We reach the time of Jahiliyyah. We reach the time that heavenly favors are cut. We reach the time that ilm, the knowledge, is lifted. We reach the time that Ma'rifatullah, the knowledge of the divine, is a fairy tale. Who has the knowledge of the divine today? Who has that knowledge that implies that it is difficult to find? We reach a time that salam, peace within, peace around, disappeared. We reach the time that barakah disappeared. And what was easy yesterday, today is difficult. What we were able to do yesterday, today is a challenge. And on and on. So Maulana Sheikh used to say, we reach the time of survival. Everyone, as Allah Azza wa Jal says, when he says, well, us, innal insana lafi khusr. He swears that human is at lost. So being at lost in a challengeful time of last days, Akhir Zaman, in the condition that we are living into, rejuvenating Iman and refreshing it is a matter of survival. So, what is the wasifa then given by the shuyukh for those that are in quest, those that are looking for a najat, a spiritual safety? There are duty. When you come to the sheikh, oh sheikh, show me the way, I like to follow you. He gives you bay'at and he gives you things that you have to act upon to keep that connection, to keep the quest, and to keep the rise on. So it is same thing. Are you up for the prayer? When all the city is sleeping, are you up? Are we up to make our Fajr prayer? It is a time that spiritual provision is given. It is a time that physical provision is given. It is a time that once you sit on that time, the rest of the day you stand like a mountain. Your faith, your iman is strong like a mountain. That's why Shaitan, Sa'idu Billah, it will put so much effort to make sure that you are not waking up for that prayer. And you are not sitting with your Lord, knowing that if you keep that habit, He will fail on you. So we are not. Majority of people sleeping, or if waking, just for the quick and running. Why? Because majority of us busy entertaining ourselves very late at night. There is no mystery. If you want to be up at Fajr time, you have to go in bed earlier. Except for few people. Then, once you anchor your spiritual jouvence in the Fajr prayer, you have to do your daily duty. What is the daily duty? Awrad. The daily awrad. It has a function. It has a function. It has an energy. It has a reality. If you do it every day, then the day you don't do, you realize what is the reality. Like salat. If you do your salat every day, 5 times a day, when you are not doing the prayer, you are feeling something deeply wrong. Your whole system is getting in desire for that. Until you enter the salat, you finish it, and then your soul become peaceful. So wazifa is important to keep it. And to have a double discipline in the time that there is no time. We all agree that this time is so challenging. But it's a matter of discipline. And this is given by the Sheikh. Keep your obligation, and among the obligation, salah. Among the salah, the prayers, most important one, they are all important, but the one that make you to stand like a mountain, Salat al-Fajr. Then your awrad, your daily awrad. Then come tariqatuna Sohba. Our way is companionship. There is a heavenly secret scenario in companionship. Companionship of the people of the Sheikh, companionship of the people that are on quest, companionship of the Salihin, companionship of those that are looking for their Lord. How are we spending our time? If our time, most of our time is with our family and our colleague and our this and our friend chilling out, the result is the value of all that. If you sit with the blacksmith, you come out with the smell of smoke. If you sit with the perfumer that has a divine fragrance on him, you will come out just by sitting in that presence with those people, you come out with that fragrance on. And in that Sohba come, have a weekly majlis, what we call Sohba, but the dhikr also is another anchor for our spiritual quest. That is important. These duties, don't underestimate them and don't minimize the value of it versus the value of not doing it. When we speak about arkan, everyone of Islam, everyone agree. Salat is important, you cannot deny it. Sawm is important, you cannot deny it. Zakat, that is a difficult one in our time, as we are ruled by a non-Islamic system most of the time. There is no one that comes and asks for your zakat to force you to evaluate, to force you to calculate, to force you to give what is not for you, but that Allah put in your hand, because this is what zakat is about. Allah gave you your rizq for this world, and He kept in your rizq the part of someone else for you to act. After receiving, to act as a giver. We agreed on the fact that these are so spirituality that awliya are teaching has also anchors. That are highly important. We cannot be at ease in this world. This world is not dedicated for easiness. We cannot be at ease spiritually if there is not a minimum that we are doing. Shaitan is chasing us, and nafs is overcoming our beings, and dunya is drowning us. Our hawa is never quenched, never satisfied. So already the scenario is like you want to launch a rocket to go to the stars, and ma fi benzene. There is no petrol. Instead of having a well-made rocket, you have what you call it, carriole, a chariot, and you want to fly to the stars. And we have the same claim. Oh, we want Jannah. Oh, Ya Rabbi, we want your presence. But there is no structure, no rocket, no jet fuel that we are putting in place for launching that Mirage. It comes with elements. That's why Allah Azza wa Jal made us on Islam, made in Islam all levels of practices for you to get trained, to get ready, and to rise back to your origin. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us to be conscious, to be aware, and to be steadfast on that discipline. These three anchors are important. Salat al-Fajr make you firm like a rock. Your daily wazifa make you shield against darkness and make your heart to be refreshed from heavenly light. And the association with dhikr, it's a key element that make your capacity to go beyond your own limit. By yourself, you go by your own self. When you associate with others, then you associate with their power. And you combine the power of all those associating, getting the benefit of it for your launching. May Allah make us aware, take benefit from it, for the sake and honor of most praised one, Mustafa Abdul Salatu Wassalam.